exactly. It's like we're not exactly here to talk about specific things. We just do things how we do. Hello and welcome to the Outdated Podcast. I'm pretty much the host. My name's Jarvis, and today I am joined by
the only other guy who's done this before.
lovely friend Kyle. He was on the pilot. Thank you.
I am the pilot.
And just wanted to sort of see how we would do in another one, because I've wanted to do one of these again for a long time, and it was like November, the last one.
But life got in the way.
Life finds a way.
Quotes for days. Yes, so we're doing another one. To see how it turns out, Sod knows what we're going to talk about.
Oh, we literally just talk about whatever we personally fancy. But
You want to talk about who you fancy?
oh, well, there's a big list of like guys I would straight up allow to fuck me, and and vice versa.
No, I got nothing on that one. I've got nothing.
I just clipped the
Rookie
stuff
mistake.
there. You can shut up.
You don't see me hitting the thing.
No, it's not like that. I mean, I clipped the audio. Yeah, like we're still getting used to the levels and everything. So
We're actually using two different mics now, though.
yeah. In the pilot episode, it was literally just a pilot, and we did it with one microphone stood in between us and just talking and speaking. You know how we do usually.
But now we are using two mics, and we should be clear as day. More
Theoretically, should
audio sexual on the ears. I don't know what I'm talking about, dude.
be. Marvin Gaye wants some sexual healing.
Want some fuck? I was gonna get that in at some point.
There's lots of memes. Lots of memes here.
Lots
Everyone
of-
likes memes.
Yes. So, Jav, anything interesting you have been doing recently?
Well, there's been like lots of stuff. I mean,
There's a lot happened since the last
there's
podcast.
a lot that's happened since the last podcast,
Yeah.
and I've wanted to talk about it. One of the things is I got Kyle into anime, which
Here we
is
go.
really made me happy because I've been a nerd. I've been an anime fan for years, and Kyle used to actually. Well, I wouldn't say bully people because he didn't necessarily bully people, but he just.
I kind of just said that anime was like cartoons and it was for kids, and people who watched it should just grow the fuck up. Boy, was I wrong.
Yeah, like that stuff can really hit you, dude.
But what I have found out is the difference, and I've told you this before, but the difference between Japanese animation
And Western.
and Western is Japan does not give a fuck. They will push the boundaries.
Yeah, with like Western animation and that, like, say you had Transformers. Transformers is really PG. It's very kid friendly and.
Talking about the movie?
No. I'm talking about like Transformers as a TV show.
Got it.
As a TV show, it's very kid friendly. Like, and the only reason I said that was because looking at my shelves, I see a DVD of the original Transformers movie.
Well, for example, we had Hero Turtles, not Ninja Turtles.
Well,
I'm just saying the differences.
No. Okay, so Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was an American thing anyway. It was
Yeah,
not
I know,
Japanese,
but
but
it was
it
still
was
a
only
difference.
Hero in England or in Britain for
I didn't
some
care. That shit
unknown
was the
reason.
bomb still. I
Yeah,
still
man.
watched it.
Yeah, man.
But yes, Jarvis did get me into anime, and the way that came about is I already watched Ruby, which is a Rooster Teeth production, if no one knows.
Shout out.
Shout out. I will gladly do a voiceover in any that if you want to get on that.
Here's a word from our sponsors. No.
And I
they
used
have no
to
sponsor
go
on
around
it.
saying, do you class Ruby as anime? Because it's not Japanese, it's an American company, it's American styled. I used to say yes, just so I could say that I've watched a fucking anime. Jarvis argued that it wasn't.
Well, no. Okay, as it goes on, there's a lot more anime and animated things that are bringing in like it's not traditional anime, but I will admit it does have a lot of anime features and stuff to it, which can be classed as anime. But yeah, there's quite a lot to it, really.
And then after that, I went to my first Comic-Con, which was in November. And when I went there,
You have
there was
been busy.
yeah, I have been very busy. There wasn't much there that I sort of understood. All the figures and all the cosplayers, I didn't really get it. So I thought, bollocks to this. I'll give it a shot. And the first thing I watched was Death Note.
Yeah.
Yes,
Death
it
Note.
is very mainstream, but it was the first thing I watched. Then it was High School of the Dead. And then I just left it for months. I didn't watch anything. And then it wasn't until Jarvis showed me one called High School DxD.
Yeah.
What an anime that is.
That is an anime. That is a great
That's an anime and a fucking half.
That's a great anime.
It's a sexy anime.
It is a fan service anime.
Oh, very much fan service.
Like, more fan service than High School of the Dead, that's for sure.
And
I think anything with, I don't know, my experiences with anything that has high school in it are very fan servicey.
it's Japan. What do you expect?
Japan.
But long story short, after he showed me the XD, I think I only watched 4 episodes here when I came. It wasn't for very long. And then I went home and watched the rest. I watched the whole show, all 3 seasons, 4 times.
Season 4.
In 4 or 5 times in a fucking row. I'm not joking. As soon as I finished season 3, boom, back onto season 1, first episode, because I loved it so much. And then I got to the point where I was like, yeah, I kind of need to watch something else. And long story short, I think I've now watched 13, 14, maybe, about 14 different animes. I'm currently on Fairy Tail, which is a long-ass anime, and all the ones I've watched so far are short ones, a couple of seasons.
It's not as long as Dragon Ball and Naruto and everything.
No. I mean, I have watched 2 Dragon Ball films. I watched Battle of the Gods and Resurrection F.
Yeah, Resurrection F, which is when Frieza comes back. And Maximum the Hormone did the soundtrack. Well, not the whole soundtrack, but they did a song for it. Which made me
when I
happy.
was younger, I watched, Beyblade. And
Beyblade,
I did watch a bit of
Beyblade's an anime.
Pokemon.
Beyblade's an anime. It totally counts. Counts.
I wasn't really a fan of Yu-Gi-Oh! Even though I did collect the cards.
I liked it up until GX. When GX came in, it
Pokemon,
all
I watched the odd
went
episode of Pokemon. Dragon Ball, I watched the odd episode when I was a kid. But mainly when I was a kid, for some reason, Beyblade. I mean, I can't remember jack shit that happens in Beyblade. I legit can't remember jack shit. I just remember, let it rip. That's about it. But yeah, I did watch it. Never watched Digimon either.
I watched a bit of Digimon.
People just say it's basically
just
it's just a poor man's Pokemon.
Poor man's there are probably Digimon fans that will full on argue with you about that.
If anyone's watching this, comment and argue with me about the fact that I just said that Digimon is a poor man's Pokemon.
Tell us what you think in the comments below, or just write hate mail like everyone else does.
Or come to my house and punch me in the face.
You probably shouldn't give that information away.
They don't know where I live.
Yeah, I know where you live, and I could give them that information if they asked me or bribed me for it. But
Then I'll come after you.
How would you know that they got it from me? There's so many people
Because
that
you
know
just said that you.
No. I said that I know where you live and that I could give it to them.
We've
but
took a very different turn to what we were just talking about.
But no, going back through the whole anime path, and you saying that one of the first things that you watched was Death Note. What do you think about Death Note as a whole franchise? Because it is still going. It's still going to this day, and it
Still
is
going, dude.
It's literally
Can't kill me. It's still here.
it is so crazy. It's still
The only
going.
way you're gonna be able to kill Death Note is if someone actually buys a fucking Death Note themselves and writes its name in it. Right. My view, Death Note as a franchise, it's overkill. It's too mainstream. The standalone anime, yes, okay, it's a bit slow and long-winded, but that's the style it's going for. I enjoyed the anime. Right, it was, I don't know, because it dragged on, but of how clever it is because of the storyline of Light and L trying to outdo each other. It's great. I got really into it, and Can I say spoilers in case no one's watched it?
Come on, it's an old anime.
I don't know. Maybe someone's not watched it.
it's-
Alright,
it's-
spoilers.
it's
After
pretty
L
old anime.
dies, it just went downhill.
Spoiler alert, L dies. Fuck
Right.
it, no one cares.
And the standalone anime, great. Now, as a franchise, as the whole thing, I'm talking, how many fucking films have they done? 3? They did 2, and then they did a third one. Japanese live action films.
I'm actually like searching it on Google right now. Like,
Um,
I'm gonna look for everything.
There's a musical.
Yeah,
That's a thing.
the Death Note musical is a thing.
I'm not
Okay,
sure
so-
if America wants to make a film.
We've
But-
got, from what I can see, well, from what I can remember off the top of my head, there's a anime. There's 2 movies which are linked with each other. There's a part 1 and a part 2.
Yeah, and then there's a third standalone one.
There's a third standalone one apparently, which I'm trying to look for.
Isn't this called L or something?
2006 one? No, because that's one of the.
Oh, is that one of the other 2?
the other ones? There's, just having a look at Google right now, waiting for it to load. Yeah. There's another one which is 2006. So does it?
Yeah, something like that. But there's a musical as well.
No. Actually, it's here. It's here. There's the 2006 film was the original movie first.
Right.
Then there was a spin-off titled L Changed the World in 2008.
I had a feeling it was something
There's
like that.
another sequel, which is Death Note Light Up the New World, which was released in October 2016. There's
Right.
the musical as well as that. And then there's the new Netflix movie coming out
We'll get on
sometime this year.
We'll get onto that in a minute. But what I was saying is, right now we've confirmed what the hell's been made. That's what's killed it. That's what's turned it mainstream, overdone it. If it was just the anime on its own, I think Death Note would have been one of. Well, it is pretty much one everyone knows, because when people say, "Oh, you want to get into anime, watch Death Note."
Usually when people think of anime, some of the top things they think of are some of the like originals. So you've got all the Dragon Ball, you've got Sailor Moon, you've got like Naruto and One Piece that have been going for ages. But Death Note is a short show compared to all of those, which are
It's about
everlasting.
I think it's about 37 episodes.
I don't know, but it's
Something
it's
like that. But like I said, it's just everything else that's been done has killed it. It's overdone it and it's turned it mainstream, and that's what I think is a crying shame. Now we will get on to the American Netflix. It's a mini-series, isn't it? It's not actually a film. It's a mini-series.
No, it's what I've seen. It's showing up as a movie.
Okay, then I thought it was a mini-series, but the American Netflix film of Death Note, which is coming out later this year, August, I think.
Supposed to be sometime this year, yeah.
Now I have seen the trailer. I think there's 2 out now. I'm not too sure, or I might be thinking of something else that I saw recently. But there is a trailer. I thought the trailer was quite good. I'm actually excited to see it. I'm gonna watch it. But I've kept up to date and I've delved into the world of comments on when they put the trailers up. I went into the comment section and holy shit.
People are racist. People are straight up racist.
Right, here's the things. People are complaining. I'll start with a small thing. People are complaining that Misa has brown hair, because in the anime she's blonde. That Light doesn't look like his intellectual, smart self on. And in the anime, he just looks like a straight up like what's the word? Kind of just looks like not a rebellious kid, but a down and out kid, right? He's got like red rings around his eyes, like you can just tell he's knackered or something like that. The main thing that people have been complaining about is the fact that L is being played by a black actor. Care to shed some...
I don't see why people have such a problem with it. Like, okay, the same thing with, you know, loads of people flipping their shit over L being played by a black guy. Is so stupid, especially well in the like cosplay world as well. Like in the cosplay world, it's crazy because it seems that everyone is okay with like, you know, everyone playing any kind of character that they want to, but again, it's on the flip side where like if say, you know, a white female wants to wants to cosplay as a character that is black in some form or another, some people go absolutely crazy and they're like, no, you can't do that, you can't like tan your skin. It's like no, we're not trying to tan the skin, we're just like it's just dressing up in their costume, like the same way as like, okay, say for instance, I'm a big fan of Kingdom Hearts, right?
Yeah.
Big fan of the Kingdom Hearts games, Kingdom Hearts franchise.
He owns Keyblades. He owns a composer's stick of a Keyblade.
Deal with it. And I know people that have cosplayed characters that have cosplayed white characters from Kingdom Hearts, and they themselves are not white. But they've not tried to, you know, make their skin lighter or do anything like that. They've just worn the costume, put the wig on, and they've gone, look, I'm this character. And everyone's like, yeah, you're that character. But I just don't understand why in, like, 2017, people are still, you know, so racist and so annoyed when, you know, other people play other characters. It's like with Ghost in the Shell, that new movie.
Yeah,
it's apparently...
I kept hearing that people were scared of whitewashing.
Yeah, okay. When something is whitewashed, it's basically when an Asian movie or something that is usually supposed to be played by Asian characters are then, you know, all replaced and played by white characters. So, like, when they, like, because with Disney, they've been making a load of live-action movies recently, haven't they?
They're remaking The Lion King into live action.
They've announced...
I don't like
listen to me. They've announced that they're going to remake Mulan as a live-action, but with no singing and no... I think it was, like, no General Han or something like that.
I never saw the original.
Okay, you and me are going to need to have some real... strong words after this podcast, my dude.
You always say we'll talk about this later, but we never do.
Anyway, but yeah, like there was loads of people that were saying like, no, don't whitewash it. But it's like with Ghost in the Shell, apparently in America, it's been a big flop. Loads of people haven't liked it because.
But in Japan, it's been doing really well.
Yeah, apparently because a lot of people in America haven't liked it because it's whitewashed. It like the main character is played by Scarlett Johansson, and every other character in the movie is played by a white American person. But apparently in Japan, it's been doing amazingly well. People love the fact that they've made it like live action and that.
But coming back around with the L being black,
yeah, like
I can see people's reasons for not liking it. L in the anime is a white character. I'm not defending it. I'm not trying to be racist or anything. I'm just saying I can see why there's a bit of upset.
Like, I get that, yeah.
People want it to be like the anime. That's why they're also upset that the actress playing Misa's got brown hair and not blonde.
But see, this is the thing as well. It's like, if you're going to go into that much detail, like, Light, for instance, in the anime has... like, not necessarily long brown hair, but he's got, you know, a full head of hair, and it's...
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what I said.
But
he looks intellectual as well.
Yeah, but the kid in it looks like an Andrew Garfield wannabe kind
Pretty
of thing.
much, like the rejected cousin.
Yeah, and, like, he's got, like, short hair, and, like I've not seen people like, flip their shit over that. But as well, it's like if people are gonna go that crazy about a hair color or a skin color, like, I showed you. It was either a movie poster or the musical poster or something where the guy playing L has blue short hair. And it's like, I don't understand how, like, people get so wound up because of the slightest different changes. It's like, okay, for new people who haven't seen Death Note before, and have...
I hope people have seen it before watching this, because that spoiler I said earlier.
Yeah, okay, but what I mean is, like, people that haven't seen Death Note, they'll know about it or have heard about it or just haven't heard about it or anything at all, which is fair enough. But it's like, with Death Note, the new one that's coming out, the Americanized version, it's going to bring in another audience, and it's going to bring in, a wider audience, and then... Like, I think what it is the people that have already seen Death Note don't like change. They don't like the fact that, Misa has brown hair, that L is black, and everything like that. The only thing they can keep the same is Ryuk, because he's a CGI animation, and if people changed him to a more grim-looking Reaper guy, they would actually kick off big time. But
that's something we haven't spoke about. The only thing I am really looking forward to is who is voice acting Ryuk. Jarvis, say his name because I can't pronounce it.
Willem Dafoe. If you don't know who Willem Dafoe is by name, Willem Dafoe is the original...
Then you're not movie cultured if you don't know who he is.
The original and one of the best movie screen adaptations of a villain, the original Green Goblin from the first Spider-Man movie. Oh my god, Willem Dafoe. Like, I mean, Tobey Maguire was a good I think Tobey Maguire...
I preferred the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man films.
Tobey Maguire was a good Peter Parker. Andrew Garfield was a good Spider-Man. But Willem Dafoe, you cannot beat that Green Goblin. Everything about him, the look, the smile, the voices, the accent, this whole mannerisms, everything about Willem Dafoe makes for a great movie villain, I think, personally.
Also, if you still don't know who he is, just watch Platoon. Okay, great film. He's in that. He does the most iconic scene with the most iconic film music out there.
Isn't Platoon the one with Charlie Sheen?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's the one who does the scene where he throws his hands up in the air to the helicopter.
I've only seen like 15 minutes of that film.
You should watch
the whole thing.
The film. It's a great film. So yeah, he's doing the voice actor for... He's the voice actor for Ryuk, and I think it fits perfectly. I think in the trailer, all we've heard is him say one line and a laugh. That's it. And from that, I can already tell he portrays it perfectly.
So I think because of that, like, he would be such a good Joker as well for the Batman franchise. Be such a good Joker for the Batman franchise.
So yeah, so I don't know. Comment, tell us your thoughts on what you think about the Netflix adaptation of Death Note. Do you think it's gonna be good? Do you think it's not gonna be good? And stuff like that. Do you think people are being stupid or
I would say stupid. I'd say unfair.
Unfair or overreacting. That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
About the little things to do with the about the fact that L is being played by a black character. Misa has got brown hair, and Light doesn't look like how he does from the anime. So comment, tell us your thoughts if you think if it's going to be good or not. I have high hopes. I want it to be good. I do like Death Note, so I want it to be good, but whether it will be or whether it won't be is a different story. So yeah, so we've pretty much ripped Death Note apart and talking about all the little aspects. So
yeah,
but if we're still talking about anime, I will say, you know what, you were so happy, in a sense, when I told you the first time died, so fucking ball crying. When I started crying at a fucking anime, and you probably know which one I'm on about. It was Sword Art Online when Yui fucking died. At that time, you didn't know she was going to come
theoretically
back.
died.
At that time, you didn't know she was coming back, right? Because she's a computer program. Allegedly. But yeah, holy shit! And when she did come back, every time like she said like "mommy" or "daddy," for some reason it just got me.
Pulled on his heartstrings.
It just bloody got me, especially when she first comes back. Like he goes into the new game, Alfheim, and all his items have been took off.
Well, by saying that, you know, she allegedly dies, that she comes back, isn't necessarily a spoiler because, like, I mean, because to be honest, what you just said was a huge spoiler. But
I said a spoiler when we talk about Death Note. People have to expect it now. I don't give a shit.
Okay, so shall we just change this from outdated to like spoiler dated?
Whatever.
Outspoiled.
Just outspoiled. I don't care. Put it in a title. Just say spoiler alert. In asterisks.
Big ass spoilers. But yeah, like, okay, it's like anime is a good thing, I think, and it can really show emotion and it can make people, you know, have feelings.
Which is why I said earlier, Japan does not give a shit. They will push the boundaries.
They will make you feel for
A
it,
cartoon has never made me fucking cry, okay? Anime has made me cry, like, I think there's been 3? There's been a few different animes that's made me cry.
You should watch Code Geass. Still,
you keep recommending it,
yes,
and it just doesn't grab me.
But
the title doesn't interest me.
The people that are listening, and that they've watched Code Geass. I mean, I personally, I find it quite hard to cry and everything. Like I didn't cry.
Watch Guilty Crown, mate. Watch the ending of Guilty Crown.
Yeah, watch fucking all of Code Geass. Like, watch all of Code Geass. But anyway,
I cried for half an hour at the end of Guilty Crown. I'm not that. That's the one that hit me the most.
But yeah, like Code Geass, I'm not going to spoil it for you because I want you to watch it and witness it yourself. But the people that are watching or listening, sorry, that have seen Code Geass will know the 2 or 3, you know, big moments of the show where you just sort of like lose all like emotions because you just get literally punched in the gut of
maybe
feelings.
That's another thing. People like comment on what animes have had you in tears or pulled at your heartstrings or made you really feel something, whether it be anger or whatever, like something like that, like Western cartoons don't do. I mean,
They just don't push the boundaries.
No, I mean, you would never see this type of shit in Powerpuff Girls.
The original Powerpuff Girls was cool. I watched that as a kid, but then I felt like, Powerpuff Girls has been remade as well, and that's like that. Like
I haven't watched it. I haven't bothered.
Like, from what I remember, there were 2. There was a newer remade one, and then like in a cartoon style still. But then there was a 3D animated one, and what I know from the original, not the original, the first remake, the one that was actually I don't know which one came first, but there was a remake. And it was drawn in a cartoon. It was a Western cartoon aspect, and they had Blossom twerking in it, and I was like, because this thing even showed up on Facebook. I was there like, what are you actually doing? The Western culture, you're like promoting twerking in a kid. What? I got so baffled by it. It was so like it was so unusual to see, and like I shouldn't have seen it, to be honest. But it was there, as clear as day, and I just had to deal with it. But yeah,
man.
fucking Powerpuff Girls changed. But there's been so much.
But like other things have happened since our last podcast as well. I mean, just talk about like I can't remember if our last podcast was just before or if it was before or after we went to Comic-Con. Was it before or after?
I think it was before Comic-Con. Pretty sure it was before Comic-Con.
Yeah, so I haven't had the chance to talk about my experiences at Comic-Con because I also went to the one in March. And Jarvis will tell you how much I bloody spent in seconds.
How much did you spend?
Nearly like 200 quid.
Dude, that's like nothing.
I know it's nothing compared to some people, but to me that was a lot.
Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure I told you about what happened to the guy at London Comic Con in
minus
October.
like something.
Yeah, like he went to Comic Con with like, it was either plus 500 or okay, yeah, like it's the same number that was subtracted from his account, but I don't know which was higher first. He basically went with like £500 or £700, and then when he'd finished Comic-Con, the entire weekend, he'd left with minus 500 and minus 700. Like, if he went with 500, he left with minus 700. If he went with 700, he left with minus 500.
I can easily understand how you get into that kind of situation when you go to Comic-Con.
That is £1,200 spent on a weekend.
Because like the first Comic-Con I went to,
that is a good time.
like when I went to Comic-Con in November, that was my first one, and at that time all I really knew of was Ruby and Pop Vinyls, so I didn't really have that much to buy. Really, I didn't really get a lot of stuff. Pop Vinyls. Now, since I've been watching all the anime,
all the animes, all of them's.
When I went to Comic-Con in March, holy crap, there was so much more that I recognised and was like, shit, I want that.
Yeah.
Like, I now have like 6 figurines.
Actually, let me think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
you
6,
have
7,
loads.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
And in case people want to know,
I've got a bunch.
I got Ryuk, whose arm bloody broke off. So I have to glue that back on. I've got Asuna.
Got any apples?
Asuna, right, pisses me off. Her figure pisses me off because so many little parts keep like to put together.
You just clipped it. Got that. Just keep talking.
So many parts like come together, and they keep falling off. Like I'm scared to fucking touch it, dude.
Just don't touch her.
Well, I've got Icarus from Heaven's Lost Property, which you have as well.
Didn't I recommend that to you?
Yeah, well, most of the animes I've watched are ones that you or Estelle have recommended to me.
Cool.
And we'll get on to if there's an anime I want to talk about. We'll get on to that in a minute.
Oh, okay.
I've got Yuki from Sword Art.
Yucky.
Yeah, the
Don't mean Yuki.
Yuki.
Yucky.
When I said Yuki, I was like, that does not sound right. Hang on, that doesn't sound right. Yuki, the unbeatable swordswoman, from the fourth season. She's in the last one, and she gets. I ain't gonna spoil anything else.
Yeah, don't spoil things, Kyle.
I got one that you haven't watched, which I've got a figure of Arya from Arya the Scarlet Ammo.
I also haven't watched
Date Alive.
Date Alive.
Yeah, I have Kurumi, like the Nightmare Spirit.
The one that like eats people, apparently.
Yeah, she eats people to gain their time because she has like one eye is a clock, and she has like different versions of herself. And when the time's up on one of her versions, she shoots herself, and then the other version comes.
Like, are they
So she eats,
like
eats people
are
to
they
gain
like
to gain their time.
dressed up the same?
Yeah,
or
they're dressed up the complete same, and they pretty much
oh,
act the same. There's one part where the main character nearly changes her and nearly makes her question herself by if she loves him, and then another one of her personalities that's like inside her just went, yeah, fuck this, and shoots herself.
Huh. Oh, fuck that. Boom.
So they're the figures I have. I ain't even going to get onto the pop vinyls because I got like over 30 of them. I own a couple of anime DVDs as well now.
You're addicted to like pop vinyls.
Mate,
That's for sure.
I don't care if people say that they're the millennial version of Beanie Babies, right? I like them. Okay?
I'm pretty sure I've been the only person to say that.
No, I saw it on a comment on a pop vinyl advertisement. That's where I got it from.
Oh, well, okay then.
And I got a couple of anime DVDs, but the thing I wanted to talk about, and it's anime that I recommend to anyone to watch. If you are feeling sad or whatever, watch this because this shit will cheer you up. Even the intro, and he knows which one I'm about to talk about.
Okay.
It's an anime which is
okay.
it's a very new anime. It's just finished. The first season's just finished.
Oh,
like
it's just finished in dub. It's just finished. It was finished in sub
dub
beforehand, but like it's just finished in dub.
I'm talking about an anime called Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. Holy shit! Like when Jarvis first started talking about this, I was like, "Yeah, whatever. Probably ain't gonna watch it." And I finished watching. I think I finished, and because he used to tell me it was like really cute and happy and stuff. And I just finished watching Guilty Crown, and the ending, because it had me crying. I'm not joking. It had me crying
Crazy
myself.
crying.
It had me crying myself to sleep.
Damn. That's
So
something
it
else.
really hit me. I couldn't believe it. I was even in my mind. I was thinking, what the fuck is wrong with me? So when I woke up, I still had it going through my head, and I was like, I need to watch something that cheers me up. So I was going through all the animes I watched before, and I was like, I want to watch something new.
Oh,
Then I remember what Jarvis said about Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid.
Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. Like that like little voice in the back of your head just going, it's cute as hell.
No, that's not true. Shut up. References.
I did like love Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. I like the ending wasn't the best for me, but just because I wanted more to happen. But as a whole, I still thought it was awesome, and I liked it. I really liked it. I really recommend it to anyone that is an anime fan of sorts. It's a nice cutesy one. It's got some.
It'll leave you wanting more.
It's got some fan service in it, and one of the things that made me
there's a little bit of fan service.
really like watching it is that one of my favorite voice actresses, Jamie Marchi, Jamie Marchi is the voice of
He is the voice of Jarvis's anime waifu, right?
Well, okay, yes, she's the voice of Rias, but she has
Rias
appeared.
Grimmery.
But she has appeared in lots of other animes as well. But
she's in like Future Diary and Data Life, which I had no idea of.
Yeah,
until I looked it up.
And in Miss Kobayashi,
she's in Fairy Tail.
Voices Lukua.
Yeah, Lukua. God,
you forgot her name, didn't you?
no, I don't think I know.
No, definitely didn't.
It's just that scene where she's like, "Hey, how about you have all this money?" And the kid's like, "No, my dad does alchemy. How about like loads of power? That could be good. I guess it's settled then. But I kind of want to get power, like learn how to get power on my own." And she's like, "It's settled. There's only one thing else I could offer him, my body." And he runs. It's like, fuck off! Would you run?
No. It's it's the scene where Miss Kobayashi says to her is it okay of her to ask a question?
Oh my god, yeah, that bit. She's like, "Hey, can I this might sound rude, but can I ask you a question? What the hell are you?" Yep, it's kind of rude.
Yep, that is rude. It's like it's just like, so like obviously when it was, like recorded, it wasn't that quick off the draw, because how like voice actors work is you never really get a lot of them in the same place at once. You just get little snippets, but how it was edited, so it was on like
Perfect.
on the draw, perfect timing,
Bliss. It
perfect
was work
timing.
of art. But yeah, but to be honest, from the MCM Expo page, holy shit, Kobayashi's Dragon Maid is fucking huge at the moment. There's loads of cosplayers.
It's very big in the cosplay scene at the minute. There's
especially
a lot of Toru.
I haven't seen many Toru.
How have you not seen Toru going around?
I keep seeing Kana.
See, no, okay, I've only seen one Kana, and I've seen like, because I mean, I know a good handful of cosplayers, and almost everyone I know that I've seen, every female that I know, sorry, that has seen Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, is doing a cosplay of Toru, and
she's a babe.
and you can buy the tail.
Doesn't surprise me.
But
Literally doesn't surprise me.
It's a big like what would be a life-size tail, but instead of it being just a normal end off of it, it's like I'm pretty sure that you can attach it to a belt, but the end that is cut off from the tail, you actually, it's just like in the anime where you see all the little like bits of juice and and the bone in the middle and all the little meat. It's crazy. Like it's something. It's something.
I don't think I've seen a Toru cosplayer. Like I said, I keep seeing Kana. I'm not sure if I've seen one Lukawa. But then again,
I've seen a Lukawa.
Lukawa's probably easier to do. She just wears normal clothes.
To be fair, I've seen Lukawa cosplays more on Instagram than I have on Facebook.
Because you can probably get away with more on Instagram, and she is pretty revealing.
Not necessarily.
Well, yeah, but Lukawa is the most revealing out of all of the characters in that anime.
Yeah,
I mean, I think there's only one episode. No, there's only a few episodes where Toru's a bit revealing, and I think that's when they go to the beach. That's only because she's in a bikini.
That's about as good as you're gonna get, really.
Yeah, but even then, Lukawa takes it to the extra step. She even gets dragged away by like the lifeguard saying that she's too revealing.
Oh my god, Lukawa! Like honestly, though, like Jamie Marchi is a saint. All of her voice acting work that I have personally experienced has just been great.
Yeah,
and if you really like swearing, I don't know whether it's an anime technically or it's a class as a Western cartoon, but it's like a really like choppy sort of cartoon style. But
you're gonna fucking mention the one I think you're gonna mention.
What, Panty and Stockings?
Okay, no, what else for you?
No, there's a show. I'm just gonna call it show because I don't know what to call it exactly. There's a show called Panty and Stockings, and Jamie Marchi does one of the voices in it. And oh my god, you have never heard a woman say motherfucker as many times in one show than you have than Samuel L. Jackson has said in his entire film career. Jesus Christ. And it is hilarious.
I mean, when I found out that she was in Future Diary, or was it Moira Nikki? However you want, whichever one you want.
Future Diary, Moira Nikki, it's the same thing.
Whatever you want to call it, tomato. When I found out that she was in that, because I've watched that, and when I found out she was in that, I was like, I can't think of what character she was.
Ouch.
So I went to rewatch it again, and then Jarvis was interested in watching it only because the intro theme is a banger of a tune. We watched like
biscuits. Fuck this tea.
I think we watched a few episodes, and then we were kind of like,
Future Diary is really fucked up.
It's really fucked.
It's one of those that you really have to commit to. I think like you have to.
Have to commit, and when it gets near the ending, you've got to even commit more. You've got to commit even more to that shit.
But you don't have to commit to it as much as you do to Death Note.
Oh, that is not even commitment. That is dedication.
It's just wanting to finish it.
But yeah, like I don't know what else I'm gonna watch really, because I'm in the midst of Fairy Tail and it's so long. I don't know whether to break it up and watch different ones in the meantime, or just because I haven't watched any anime in about 2-3 weeks. It's been quite a while, dude. Because I kept boshing them out because I kept messaging you saying, finish this, finish this, finish this.
Finish it, done it, finished it. But yeah, like, honestly,
Don't you dare say fucking Code Geass.
No.
Or Cowboy Bebop.
Oh my god, I have a love for Cowboy Bebop.
Oh, I shouldn't have
it's-
mentioned it.
It's my second time watching through it, and I have an absolute love for Cowboy Bebop. It's literally shot up straight into my top 3. But no, like honestly, what I think you should do, because Fairy Tail is a long one, and Fairy Tail is ongoing, and it's taken like 15 or so years for Dragon Ball to start up and be an ongoing again, because you had Dragon Ball in the 80s, Dragon Ball Z, then Dragon Ball GT, and then it stopped for about like 15 or so years. It's roughly around that 15 mark. And then you've got Dragon Ball Super, which has just come out, and everyone's happy about it. I've not watched it yet because I'm waiting till there's like 100 or so dubbed episodes, and I'm just gonna blast through it on my holidays off
binge
work.
watch.
I'm just gonna binge on it on my holidays off work, and yeah, like, but yeah, like I'm definitely a Dragon Ball fan and everything.
I think I probably will watch other things
In between?
in between of watching Fairy Tail. I mean, I think I'm on like episode 57 of Fairy Tail. I'm a few intros in, let's just say that, because the intro's changed God knows how many times.
Yeah.
So I'm a few intros in.
The thing with long animes and long ongoing animes at like 300 or so episodes, the intros change every... Like, I want to say every arc, but it's like I can't necessarily put them into arcs because it is that ongoing of an anime. It's like say with Sword Art, for instance, that has 4 main arcs. It's got 2
I want
seasons
the
and it's got
film
4
to be
main
fucking
arcs.
dubbed.
Just watch it in subbed, you
I
pussy.
don't like subbed, right? I miss
Pussy.
what happens. I didn't come here to read.
pussy.
You don't like it either.
Yeah, but I'll do it. Like I watch.
Have you watched the film yet?
No, I've not watched.
And
the
you
film
haven't
yet.
done it?
No, but
So shut up.
I've watched subbed anime, and one of the ones that I watched recently, which was subbed, was RE0.
I thought you said I had dub to it.
No, it's got sub.
Fuck, I said to you the other day, is it dubbed? And you went, yeah. And I went,
Yeah,
cool,
then
I'll
I-
watch it.
Then I turned around and said, "Oh no, I thought you said sub."
I didn't hear you say that, but bollocks, I was going to watch that. Actually, I'm a boy.
No, you're
a
fucking not. But I said no, you're fucking not. Okay,
It was that bit was like, how about you stay here with a creepy pale guy?
Yeah, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I showed Kyle a thing on YouTube which was RE0 in 8 minutes, and it's someone's basically abridged the entire the entire series, about 25 episodes, into one little 8-minute clip on YouTube, and they've dubbed it over in a good abridged style, and
Usually
it
for
is
me,
amazing.
Usually
I
for me,
love it.
abridges
I love
are
it.
hit and miss, but that one was funny.
that Dragon Ball Z abridged, I'm really sad. Oh my god, I just remembered there's a new episode of Dragon Ball Z abridged on YouTube, and I've not seen it yet. It came out like the other day, so I know what I'm watching tonight, and I'm gonna fucking love it because I like Dragon Ball. But yeah, definitely with Fairy Tail and how long that is. It's still ongoing. I would recommend taking little breaks off of it.
I'm taking a bloody break off it at the moment.
Well,
I'm taking
yeah,
a
but I
break
mean,
and
like watching
everything.
things in between. Like,
no.
a good one I liked was Tokyo ESP, because I read the manga first, and then I watched the anime, but then it left it over for a big cliffhanger, and I think it carries on in the manga that I need to finish up with.
I think you have it.
I have the
No, the
first
one that
manga.
I'm interested in watching. I think.
What? What's that?
I think it's. I think it's dubbed. Is it called like Kill la Kill or something like that?
Okay, I don't have Kill la Kill, but Kill la Kill does have a dub, and Kill la Kill is a really good one. It's actually a pretty good anime in its art style. Like, it's very, I want to say, unique, because I've not properly seen it anywhere else, but it's got, like, it's got a very good, like, niche to it. It's not like, you know, your typical anime where, like, everything looks sort of really smooth. But it's a really nice anime. I like it. I found it really funny. It's not got fan service.
It's not always about fan service, Jeff.
No, by fan service I mean like it's not you know, got like massive, you know, flowing tits in the fucking breeze and panty shots.
Jeff.
But no, I know it's not about fan service, but it's like, this is what I'm saying for the people that haven't seen it. But Kill la Kill is a really good anime. I thought it was really funny. It was really good and engaging, and you should definitely watch it. You should definitely watch it, especially as I heard the other day somewhere that there was a season 2 in the works, and it was amazing. Same as there's season 3 in the works for Code Geass, and I want it now.
Season 4 of DxD.
Oh my god, don't even start. It's been so long since DxD had its 4th season, and I want it now.
We have just fucking talked about anime this entire podcast. We've talked about
I
nothing else.
I think this podcast will be an anime-based podcast.
It's an anime special.
Well, this episode, I should say. Like, the outdated podcast is just whatever we want to talk about, whether it's new or old, and we just want to chill. And this guy is pretending to jack off an imaginary dick into his mouth.
No, I wasn't. You have no proof.
To be fair, I wish I did have proof. Then I could just slip it in with the editing skills that I have. But you know, it's not gonna happen anytime soon.
Nope.
Nope. So yeah, you can't think of what to talk about now. We've hit the 51-minute mark. I think I'm gonna keep these like roughly an hour or so long, just because it's nice to keep that as a basis, a basis template to go off of.
I mean, the last one I think was about an hour and 15 minutes.
Something like that. But with this little time left, I want to talk about a new thing that both you and me are excited about, and that is the new Darksiders game.
Holy shit! Yeah.
New Darksiders. I am pumped for the new Darksiders. I haven't played the first one. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna come straight out with it. I've not played the first one, but I played the second one, and I actually got Kyle to play the second one, and it got to the point where me and him were racing to complete it. That close, that we were neck and neck, and
on the last
boss, and I won by literally 3 or so seconds.
Yeah, what had happened is I had died on the last boss.
Like, if Kyle hadn't died, he'd have had like a good minute or two lead in front of me.
Yeah, I was in the lead, but because I died, you called up to me, then you entered the boss battle, and then like and by the time I respawned, you were like 3 seconds ahead of me. Then you defeated it, and then I defeated him, and yeah, but because you were in the lead, then you stopped playing it for a few days, then I took over, and then I had a fucking hell of a lead on you.
You did have a big lead, and then I don't know what happened. I just came straight up to it, but
Jarvis is a pussy and won't play the first game.
Fuck off. It's just because I don't want to. It's not about being a pussy. It's just about shut up. But what I do want to say, and I want to make this abundantly clear, and I want it to happen where Kyle gets it recorded and stuff. Because when me and Kyle played Darksiders 2, we did it as a race on who to see,
I can see where this is going.
Yeah, yes, you can see where this is going, but I really want that when the new Darksiders comes out, that me and Kyle both play it together, racing each other on how close or far to get. But the catch is we can only play it when each other are playing it, and I want him to record it for his gaming channel because he's not done much on that for a while, and I really want him to get back into it. Because
I think I just need to save money up and get a decent mic, like ones we are using now.
For any nerds who are interested, I'm using a Rode. That was a Rode NTG 2 and a Rode what is it? NT1A. Yeah, Rode NTG2 and a Rode NT1A.
These mics are both Jarvis's, so fuck knows what I'm using.
They're really nice. I like 'em.
I need to get one of these mics, and then like get the software. I keep saying I'll get back to it. I will get back to it. It's not just gonna be a thing where I leave it and it just will never be touched again. But yeah, new Darksiders. I am so bloody happy when I was just scrolling through Facebook and I saw the trailer and I went, holy shit! It's about time, because they're based on the Horsemen of the Apocalypse. Now anyone knows there's fucking 4 of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's 2 games. When they first came up with the idea for the game, for the first Darksiders to base them on the Horsemen of the Apocalypse, they already went, well, fuck, we've kind of shot ourselves in the foot, we have to make 4 games.
Like, the 4 horsemen were war, death, famine, and pestilence. Or famine is fury, and pestilence is also strife.
Yeah, because in the Darksiders world, it is war, death, strife, and fury. And the new one is fury. The first game was war, the second one was death, if you didn't know. The new one's fury.
Fury's played by a chick as well, with a
Yes.
sick ass whip. Oh my god,
It's a fire whip, isn't it?
No, it's
just normal whip?
it's like chained,
Oh, it's
because
chain-
she
yeah.
wraps it around a demon's like neck as he's charging towards him, and as she jumps over him, she just fucking rips it off. It's so hardcore. I love it.
And the game, and all we know is the basis of the game is from what they've said in the trailer, is the 7 deadly sins have gone rogue and been let loose, and she has to go and basically either capture them or kill them or stop them or whatever.
Most likely kill him, but I reckon it'll be like, the 7 deadly sins are pride, wrath, sloth, envy, gluttony, greed, and lust. And it's like, it's so cool to just sort of.
I reckon there's going to be a secret 8th boss.
Oh, I don't think it's going to be a secret. Like, it's going to be part. Like, they'll probably do the 7 deadly sins, and then it'll be like the end boss will be like the boss that let all the last boss will probably be the like guy or woman or the enemy that let the 7 deadly sins out in the first place.
Well, you
God,
won't know,
Jesus
but you
Christ,
won't know
that was
because
so hard to say.
You haven't played the first game. But from what I remember, there's only one enemy character that you could fight. In fact, I don't think you could fight him in the first game. But that's appeared in both games. I can't remember his name. It's the big fucking devil.
Huh?
You know, in the second game, as Death, you fight the devil in the demon world.
Isn't that their mom?
No. That's Lilith. I'm talking about the bloke, the big devil.
Oh, can't remember, but yeah, go
What's
on.
his name?
I really have to play that game again.
I can't remember his name. He's in the first one as well. I reckon it's him. I have a feeling he's let the 7 deadly sins loose, because there's something about him like he secretly wants control.
Give me more souls.
Or something like that. But I'm so glad that they're finally releasing the 3rd one. I can't wait to play it, because when you watch the trailer, War is chained up like a bitch.
Yeah, like I'm quite curious
prisoner,
as to why.
Because in the first game, what had happened is the Horsemen of the Apocalypse can't do anything until the seals are broken. I think
Right.
7 seals or something.
Like the 7 deadly sins.
Or was there 13? There's something weird like that. It's a weird random number of seals.
That knows.
And they can't do anything, and they can't come to Earth unless they're broken. Heaven and Hell start waging a war, and someone had made it look.
I have never seen Kyle's brain work so much than these past couple seconds.
Someone had pretended to act as if they had broken a seal. So War's like, well, shit, a seal's been broken. I need to go down and sort this shit out. .exe. And so he goes down, fucking opens up a can of whoop ass on everyone. And then the charred council, as they call them, are like, hold up. fuck you doing? Like, literally, like, hold up, fuck are you doing? Right, seal hasn't been broken. You've gone down there when you shouldn't have. You've disobeyed the council. You've disobeyed the fucking policy, the rules, the rights, whatever of fucking Narnia. I don't care. And
Subsection C of
Yeah.
Testament and 13 with
Act
something
4, subsection whatever of the Decreed.
scene 16 where, you know, War comes in stage left and the other guy's there stage right going, ah!
At this point, lights go up. Narrator walks across. This has been the journey so far.
And then the crowd applaud. Yay.
So he basically gets imprisoned. he basically gets imprisoned, and then in the second game, Death just wants to free his brother and prove his innocence. I think in the new one, because of 7 Deadly Sins, that means there's going to be 7 different areas. Like, if you play the second game, you've got Tristone, which is like the central hub of the area. Then you've got, like,
I suppose you can remember all these names. Like, I haven't played it in so long.
Then you go to the underworld. Then you have the...
His brain's gone.
It's gone.
It's fucked.
The Psychomeron, something like that. That's another area. Then you go to the Angel World, and then you go to the Demon World, and I think the Demon World is the last world.
to Earth.
Oh, and then you go to Earth. So you go to different areas, like they're like different chapters, really. So I reckon it's gonna be one of those type of things, and each one is for a deadly sin that you fight at the end, and in the second one, how you fought corruption at the end in the fucking Tree of Life. That will be like the final big boss at the end, and I reckon it's gonna be that fucking devil dude. I don't know what his name is.
Devil dude. Safe. How's it going?
It's actually Satine. Wreck-It Ralph reference. It's like fake Satan. Actually, it's Satine.
God.
So I think it's gonna be something like that. I can't wait for it. I forgot when it's coming out. It's next year, isn't it?
2018. I'm pretty sure it's 2018.
And just
Oh god, these birds need to shut the fuck up!
And just a quick of a note.
Sorry about that. Like, I was you know, getting really mad because there's birds being nested in my wall. So, and Kyle's also just got on the phone.
I'm at Jarvis's at the moment.
I think that's a good time to wrap up the outdated podcast. It's a pretty good time to wrap it up. So thank you everyone who have been listening and have been paying attention.
Yeah, sure.
It's been a pleasure. We've talked about some movies, some shows, a game, and we've talked about a lot of anime.
Wanker!
We haven't. Wow, you just sent the fucking thing through the scale.
Ordnance scale.
No, you should shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, thank you so much for listening. I have been Jarvis, and he has been
Kyle.
Oh, very saying it very
The creeps.
not non.
Do you remember that Minecraft?
Yes, but we'll get onto that. It's some other time. But thank you so much for watching, listening. Whichever one that you have been doing, and
you do realise that I think now every time we start a podcast and the intro, I'm literally just probably going to go, "This has been the journey so far."
If you fucking remember to, that depends if you're on.
I will write that shit down.
That depends if you're on like every podcast as well, either.
You cheating on
me? Thank you very much, everybody. Catch you all soon.
Bye-bye.
Any words of goodbye?
So long,
Farewell,
farewell,
Wiedersehen, goodbye.
Fuck off.